Okay, this is my Razer MX650, and I'm using this. I'm using this Razer with my Ego lawnmower slash yard work batteries, and I happen to have several of these Ego devices that I will show later. But anyhow, so here it is. I took out all the lead acid batteries and all that junk, and then I looked around to see what I had handy because I didn't want to go out and buy the batteries. So I saw that we had Ego. They were 56 volts. So at first I put these 56 volts on a 36 volt circuit to see if it'll do anything on a bike that was kind of messed up. See, I got four of these bikes. So I'm always modding them and having a good time. But anyhow, so I put the 56 volt on the 36 volt, and it did not blow anything. Everything worked like a charm, except much stronger. Like that 650 watt motor was acting like a motor of maybe 1,000 watts or 1,200 watts. So it was really nice. So then that wasn't enough because I had some friends who were 250 pounds or more, and going up the hill they were kind of nervous. So I said, well, let me put a 1,800 watt motor. So I put an 1,800 watt motor in this bad boy, and with the help of my friends, shout out to Bob and Brian and a few other guys. um, yeah, so now this thing hauls ass. And see, since I was reconfiguring everything, I put the controller over here, and before the controller was here. See, one thing I'm learning in these bikes is the trick is to create as much space as possible for batteries, because batteries are your friend when you have an electric vehicle. And it's very simple. See, you got the batteries going to the controller, and from the controller it goes to the motor, and from the motor it goes to the wheel. That's your whole circuitry. And also I was able to put another. I had a hoverboard battery. See, what I like to do is use stuff that I have instead of buying new, so that way I can repurpose it. So I put a this is a hoverboard battery, and I don't have a good connector, but these are the two connectors. I put them up like this, and voila, the light comes on. It's very bright. It's a LED light that I got from eBay, like less than 20 bucks. Anyhow, so this is that little connector. So every time you have to connect it at night. And also nowadays what I'm doing is when I join two wires, instead of taping it up and all that, I just throw a little bit of this plastic wax thingy that on top, and sort of makes a little bubble, and it covers it, and also it seals it really well. So my circuits are going to be, I mean, this is very untidy, but it just it just keeps it from coming out. So for prototypes, this is really good because then you can do a lot with it. Also, I got shocks. My shocks that it came with were like 8 inches long, so I went on about like a 9.5 inch shock. Now what that did is that raised the seat up a little bit. See, my seat is much higher, so it's kind of like one of those trial bikes. Oh yeah, another thing I added to it is this meter. This is a voltage meter. See, it's putting out 57.5 volts. My wonderful battery here. So yeah, so this is kind of fun. I'm working on it. Please feel free to give me a feedback. Thank you. Here I have some more bikes that I've converted. I've taken out the lead acid batteries because they were so heavy. Like I said, I have 3 or 4 bikes, so if you all want to ride, if you're nearby, give me a shout. I'll take you on a spin. And here are my little electric motors for my boat. I have an electric boat as well that runs off the same batteries. I have some bikes that also run on Ego batteries. These are my electric bikes that I made. I put in the hub motor in the back. I think it's 1,000 watt. And here it is. I just plug in that battery, and this is my little adapter. Very, very basic. And I plug it in to the battery and charges this 48 volt electric bike. This bike is a powerhouse. And these are my hover carts. They're a lot of fun too. So when you guys come out, this is another thing we can ride.